Omote, you're stepping into all his weapons. All right? So the angle's kind of important. I don't want to go too far this way, but I might. But what I want to do is just kind of break him here. You see it? And now he starts to recover, and then the technique becomes easy. Right? If you get the balance. But sometimes they're not that off balance, so do you give up? Right? But the whole idea is, when I come here, I get the balance here, and then I come back and I get him. That's the best one.
Well, you never.
Ready, go. There. Yeah, I don't have to look for you. So the idea in slow motion is when he's coming over here, I'm turning. See, I'm just deflecting a little bit. Can you see that? I'm deflecting here, and then I roll my body over, and then step the body. So when he's attacking, I'm just moving my body to the side. I'm not giving him a straight target where he's coming down and crushing me. You see that? So what I'm doing is, when he comes over here, I'm just coming to the side and down. Okay, it's a really fast throw. And with each other, don't go that fast. Another way of doing it is, put your hand in front of your center line. So you can initiate. So I can initiate it, and then I can initiate. You see it? That's initiate. So here, no sensei used to do that, right? So you come over here, I initiate. No, other hand, right? So I come in, initiate, and down. So if you got this hand forward, right? And I initiate it, right? So I can even do it from there. So you got all these different ways of doing it. You see it? But what I like is, I don't like to give a stationary attack or slow motion. I always feel like they're going to crush me, right? So what I'm thinking of is just blocking, and then it's like a hit. You see it? But instead of hitting him, he comes over here and then down, step through. All right? If you step in, a lot of times you feel like you're getting crushed, right? So his force is coming down here, so I have to turn it, okay? And I'm coming over here, and then I'm going in here like this. What I find is a lot of times I'll come over here, and then you push him away. But now you got to chase him. Do you see that? So when he comes in here, all I'm doing is just turning, like I was going to hit him right here, and then it comes down right there. Does that make sense? So the problems I see with Ikkyo is you come in, and you're like this, but his weight is over there, and you're trying to drag it over there. Even if it's here, you're trying to drag it. So what I'm doing is I'm making my weight go around from this leg to this leg, and it circles around it. And you got that what I was talking about, right, Sean? So do you see what I mean? Is if I come over here like this and I push in, I'm hitting your force. Which way are you pushing? In. So I got to make the force come around like this, and then it goes right into him and takes him right down. Okay? So this is one of the problems I have with Ikkyo. Okay, now on kata, he comes and grabs. Switch feet. Don't lift the arms up. Force comes around. Step through. Come and grab this side. So I come in here like this hits him, and what I don't try to do is lift. Now if he drops his elbow, it still can be done. It's just a different technique. So that's some problems you might have with this. But the idea is here, circle around, step across. So you see how the energy's scooping around that way? So when it comes in, here, don't lift the arm. Circle around, step through. The hard part about that is getting the weight to go under this leg. Grab this side. So what you see a lot of people do is they twist that foot up. You see, I lose the power when I do that. So I leave this foot, come under this leg, and he's being really strong. But you see I'm going around? Now, ideally, what you want is the flow. So I come in, boom, he starts to come back up to regain. No, you start to come up to regain your balance, right? So it's kind of like you go up and down, right? Say, here. If the elbow goes down, you see I have to do it that way. Say, here. Boom. Now, when I turn, I don't lift this up, right? So here's how the elbow goes up. I circle around this way, and I get a little bit of down. That knocks your elbow out.
Right.
Now, do I get it every time? Especially if he gets away from me. Here, over, here. Step across. But a lot of times, if we're just in flow, and you see this, and it looks beautiful, but he's very cooperative. And that's okay. Good practice. But here, even if you drop your elbow, I can still do it. So the way to get the elbow to pop up is not by lifting it with the hand, right? It's about creating this motion with my body. Watch the elbow pop up. Step across. You see it's this motion. And for those who've seen me do the Tai Chi daisy kick, you see how it's doing it? So when it comes in here, and I go like this, I can't go forward. It's drawing back and draws it over. Okay?
The rule of martial arts.
Never give up, and that's what I'm trying to say. So some key things is when you come over here and you feel the person pushing into you, right? So he's pushing that way, so I have to go that way, right? So, but if I don't have a good structure, he pushes that way, he pushes me back. Now, if he does push me back, I can use that and then redo the technique. So these are some of the things you can play with. If you find like you get pushed back, that's okay. Okay, so the big thing about IKKYO is don't try to move the hand. So he's extending. I got to get my weight over him, right? So if I go like that, if I bow, I hit his power. So all I do is just come around and over, and then I step across. Okay, and that helps with some of the issues. But the main idea is you get him here, and then you get him past you. That's the easiest. You see how far past he is? So that's the easiest way. I don't want to be like here. So I want to get him going here, and then as he bounces back, I use that energy of his with him. That's the ultimate. But sometimes you don't get that. All right?